Greetings, shipmates. Let's make mistakes, and we have a special episode today featuring one of our other captains who featured on quite a few of these videos, and he is Captain
UrbanSlayer. Hello.
He is. Thank you for joining us, UrbanSlayer. Today he's driving, I believe. Was this your first Jean Bart game?
It was my first Jean Bart game.
And you know, while not, it was a pretty decent game from what I remember. But it was our first game back in mistakes were made.
It was. That was quite exciting.
Well, you sound so enthusiastic about this.
I always sound enthusiastic, don't forget.
This is very, very true. How good was this game? I remember it was okay, but it was on the verge of going rather southwards, tits up, whatever way you want to look at it, really.
It was quite close to being catastrophically bad. It was reasonable in the end. I didn't do a massive amount, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad first game anyway.
It was a good win-win, wasn't it?
Well,
So
that's the main thing.
I suppose, you know, doing the commentary is a bit different because normally we'd be talking tactically during the game, trying to work out, you know, what we were actually going to do. But this one was obviously we didn't do that, so we're doing this as a commentary instead. I imagine at some point we probably decided at the beginning we were going alpha, and I was going to head up behind you for some sweet loving.
Yes. I think A was definitely the top pick based on where we spawned, really. I think we were probably slightly upset at where that Henri was going, but
yes. Did we say anything in chat? No, not at the time. Normally one of us would have been banging the minimap or the keyboard by now.
plus the fact that Kebab seems to be AFK, which I think I forgot about.
Oh yeah, he didn't get mentioned either early doors, did he? But we are starting to get close to the action side. I'm seeing quite a lot of ships now. We probably synchronised our gunfire here, I'd imagine.
Oh yes, I think there was definitely gunfire going out on that Yu Yang very shortly once we decided what he was doing.
Yeah, I'm still flicking on my reticle at the moment, trying to decide which one to go for. The guy behind us has just fired. Was that the Henri? He's gone for the Yang. I think I mine up the Jean Bart, but no dice just yet. What are you looking at?
I'm still eyeing up. I'm flicking between the Yu Yang and the Jean Bart as well, trying to decide what the best course of action is. At the time, I think I decided no course of action was the best course of action.
Yeah, but sometimes it is though, isn't it? I mean, if you open up too early, especially in these things, then we're a target. I mine up this Charles Martel.
Yes, I think that's probably what we both ended up losing.
Yeah, I heard your guns go, and those are mine going as well. So there's definitely some synchronised fire happening there.
Absolutely.
Your salvo did decent start, and then mine citadeled him, and then the Alsace made him disappear. So I did him for 16-2 there. What did you get off of him?
I only got 4k. I underled or overled.
Unfortunately for him, though, he was still dead.
You also managed to cock block me here, so.
Yeah, I can see that. That was a tactical get out of my way. So I've just loosed on the Jean Bart's bow.
No, I went for the Friedrich Grosser.
Okay. We got 6k off of the Jean. Now I think what did we do in chat here? We weren't as vocal as usual because we've got this bloody shimmy that wouldn't push the Yang. We can't talk him.
I've also gone for the Jean Bart because he was showing relative broadside.
Yeah, that's why I'd loosed on him early doors as well. And now I think, yeah, from what I remember, this Freddy suddenly decided wanted to throw his life away, didn't he? But there was increased concern about this Yu Yang over to our left.
Yes, I think I'm relatively certain my guns are now currently traversing over to that Yu Yang. He probably became my new best friend.
I'm glad you had your guns on him. I think again, this is probably one we discussed at the time, but I've stayed on the battleships with a little hint of reverse, just to try and bring the bow around a little bit, but without showing too much side, because that was what was expected. There they go, just missing my bow by a gnat's winkle.
Oh yes, and we both carefully stopped and dodged all the torpedoes there.
Epic skills. So I put some HE on this Freddy, because well, he's pushing in, I'm pushing backwards. But the game timer wise at the moment, now this is what was bothering me. We were 3 ships down. We was only 90 points down, which isn't a huge amount at the moment. But that Yugamo was flanking the other side, and we got nothing on the Delta Cap.
No. I took a pot shot at that Sashi, but it didn't really pay off. There was no real damage. I was hoping he was showing enough of the bulge that I could have citadeled him, but...
What, the one up in the sea line? He is the only one,
Yes.
isn't he?
Yes.
Where are we? So are you Yang?
This was definitely looking at a dicey position here, I would say.
It was at this point, wasn't it? Yeah, 70-point lead. They're going to lose that Yu Yang pretty shortly.
Oh, this is where I did loose at the Yu Yang to try and help get rid of him, but missed.
I did as well. Did I? I can't remember what happened here. Did Oh, he blew up just as my shells landed. So that was a wasted volley. Now, I believe we were discussing in chat that how fraught our position was suddenly becoming now, because they were taking Delta, pressing round on us hard. And at some point soon, we're just going to ring the battle bell here and say we need to get on with this.
Yes, absolutely. Then obviously the Jean Bart stuck its nose out, so I decided to make friends with him.
I did as well. I've just loosed ordnance on him as well, but how much damage? Nothing. I seem to have missed him completely.
Also used my reload booster here because he was definitely the prime target.
Ah, good choice.
And we're about to make friends.
Oh, we are, yeah, just a little rub at the rear there. More torps again, we've just about dodged. Well, I did. I'm just watching you eat. 2 of them.
Oh, yes, I remember now.
And now I think I was trying... somewhere around now we were discussing that the need to get this push done, because we've lost Delta. They're actually starting to push us. There we go. So I've pinged that down in chat now to get this Alsace to come with us.
Yes, I think that's probably why I pushed forwards, because I knew I was about to get my broadside shown to Montana, so decided to leave and had forgotten about the Yu Yang and the fact that he was he died quite some time ago, so his torps took a good long while to reach us.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's very true. So this was our concerted effort to push now, wasn't it? Because we got those 2 battleships coming around the other side now. We either sit here in the crossfire or we try and make something happen in this game.
And yeah, there was definitely shots out on that Kagero as well.
So the battle charge is on, the engines are at full power, the Jean Bart's got his nose out, so he's getting a bit more loving before those battleships come down the other side of us. Kagero torps going through there, but they've just run out on the way, which is handy. You've got a more conservative line there.
Yes, I was attempting to not get shot by all the battleships, but obviously there's also the Kagero in front of me that I'm concerned about.
So what do you reckon? This is probably a game-changing move, this, wasn't it, really? If we'd have sat back and stayed.
Oh yes, no, we had to push. Well, we would have been caught in a crossfire at this point. So that Montana and Alsace are actually in the process of coming round. So also, I'm not sure I noticed at the time, but our Yamato has gone up the middle.
Oh god, yeah, I never noticed that either. I've just relieved the Musashi of a Citadel and 20k on the way up here. Knocked the secondaries on at the CAG. I hadn't noticed that Yamato come up the middle. See, right now we've got no caps at all because we're also losing Charlie.
And that's my 3rd torp of the game. I knew that Kagero could taught me. Not much I could do about it.
I just think I remember trying to eye up this Kagero. He needed to go. Oh, look at that! All that damage, but he just didn't. He wouldn't die.
No, although I think his days are numbered right now.
They are, absolutely. I'm taking a lot of fire here, but I had enough help to tank some. Trying to keep the bow on as much as possible to these Musashi and the Jean Bart. I mean, the Minotaur, that's a scary ship. When he starts raining it down.
Absolutely terrifying. Oh yes, I relieved the Jean Bart of a good chunk of health at that point. A nice 11k volley into his side.
And I believe now I was waiting for the Mino's turn to relieve him of, well, of being a captain of a floating ship anymore. Bye-bye. That's a dev strike, that's a paddling. And now we're still a long way behind on the caps at the moment. But
yes. Oh yes, our we still all we could do was do this push.
See, that surprises me, that Yamato coming out the middle. And the reason we didn't notice that at the time was, what surprised me more was because we don't see it now, but that Alsace appeared out of nowhere, didn't he? Do you remember him popping up right at the end?
Yes, yes, a little bit.
Yeah, the Connets asked for the radar.
There's the Kagero.
Secondaries finished him off. So there's the Yamato. We've probably just realised it's in the game now.
Yes, that's obviously why the Musashi is angled so well to us.
But you know, we're still like, you know, we're still down on caps, but we are up on ships. We was up on ships. We're now one ship better. And well, this Musashi's only showing us his backside. See me pinging the mini map there, asking the
and the Yamato got himself completely killed by showing broadside to a Musashi. It's like, really? That was clever. Oh yes, I remember the Alsace coming down the middle now. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, no, he got torped, didn't he? He got hit by the Kagero a minute ago.
Yes, but the Yamato was also showing to the side of his ships and the Musashi, which is why he got done.
See, this is an interesting experiment here. I'm bow on to this Musashi, but I remember he does a fair amount of damage to me.
Well, yes, because he overmatches.
Well, heavily. But he was reversing up. You think, you know, the amount of ship he was starting to show here.
This is where I switched to HE because I know I'm not going to do anything to him with AP. So,
yeah,
burn him to death. That was a double fire volley.
Yeah, I had a nice 6kh. I switched back to AP because I've got a fair amount of ship here, but what I remember, not a lot happens.
No, we just tick him down. My HE volleys are reasonable.
There we go. Spanked me. He hit me for 12k there. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Wow.
No, I'm going above his wall.
You had the health to deal with it. If you'd focused on me, I would have died because he'd have gone straight through me.
Yeah, that was the point, wasn't it? That's why we split. You went high, I went low.
Yeah, it was surprising actually. He didn't try and take me down.
Yeah. So we get rid of the Musashi, and I'm feeling pretty pleased with myself now. And all of a sudden, we're about to get that. Oh my god! Come up, because I started turning it and realised that Monty's got shots.
Musashi's dead.
You're screaming in the post screen at the moment. Oh my god! Look what's happening. And we've got 7 minutes 30 remaining on this game.
Yes, and then the Alsace pops up, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Especially for you, because you were showing the entire side of your ship.
Well, exactly. I wasn't expecting him to turn up there. Now they're back to 3 caps again. Well,
but actually noticing, I hadn't noticed right at the start, but he had already lost one of his front guns, which is why he managed to survive.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either.
And then in my volley now, I take out his next front gun, the other front gun, right. So he loses both of his front turrets.
Yeah, I was kind of locked on course here, and I was worried about his rear gun, so I was desperately trying to bring the boat round on him.
That's it, he's only got one turret now, he's been muted heavily.
Yeah, I'm down to 9.5k though, so that one gun is still enough to make me disappear.
Oh, definitely. Don't get me wrong, it's still a dangerous boat, but I just held and held and held until I got a nice flat side of ship.
Another big volley, and we've split the differences there again, so he's got to concentrate on one of us.
Yeah.
My hill's just been popped. His rear guns are, well, they're trying to traverse, but they're not traversing as fast as the boat is, are they? This is what ultimately got him killed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Armour cooking, but we've turned the game around.
Well, yeah, completely. That was, you know, the team that we left at the ACAP held off and survived. They held off the rest of the ships, and then we managed to push, and our push through helped seal it, especially with that cap taking.
And that, as they say, is that. We are fast heading towards the end here, because we're begging the Musashi to hit the Montana. And this was our first commentary back as mistakes were made. Those tags back above our boats again. The first joint commentary with UrbanSlayer from our clan as well, standing member.
Not many mistakes were made, thankfully, in this game. A couple.
No, not as many.
Not catastrophic.
And he's going for the ram. The game's coming to an end. And I think on that note, I think literally until we sink again. I thank you, UrbanSlayer, for joining me for today's video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Have the last word, Mr. Slayer.
Try not to get sunk.
Thank you very much. And that is Captain Bravado and Captain UrbanSlayer out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.